morning, happy people. Welcome back to the Rewa Eco Lodge right here on the Rewa River in Guyana. This is day number 2. We're gonna take a 1-hour ride up the river where we're gonna go and look for arowana, peacock bass, and all kinds of other really cool fish. We're fishing in what's called a grass pond, which is an isolated pond that's part of the old river system. This place is teeming with fish. It's full of fun, and you are riding shotgun. We go fishing. Okay, you guys, so we've got an hour run upriver. Anytime I'm going on a remote trip like this, I always bring a sat phone. If anything were to happen, good or bad, you can always call for help. A pair of burst binoculars. I've never seen that color on a bird ever. Anytime you're walking through the woods, you always carry your fly rod backwards so it doesn't break.
Don't film me.
This tree is absolutely magnificent. It stands about 200 feet tall, and as it comes down, it starts to branch out. And it creates this huge base, and the base is really a huge form of support. These trees are in a race for sunlight, so they're constantly growing up, and all of the fertile soil is on the top. So this doesn't grow roots really deep. It grows out like this, and then as it grows 200 feet tall, that's called the canopy up there. That's where all these trees grow up to get sunlight. Lots of animals and lots of birds only live in the canopy. They live their whole life there. But then, if you turn and look right over here, this is a huge tree called a mora tree. These are both mora trees. Look how massive this thing is, and it fell over. When it falls over, it opens up a big gaping hole. Sunlight comes in and you start getting a bunch of undergrowth and vegetation, and it's just a huge circle of life. I'm in here throwing this. It's a little favorite jackhammer. I've got 20-pound braid, 30-pound leader, and this is a little Yozuri. I don't even know what it's called. It looks like a frog with a buzz on the back. You're fishing right on the edge of all these hyacinths. It's the middle of the day. Typically the fish are tucked up in there, and this lure creates enough action that the fish run out and smash it. That's an arowana. Is it a peacock? Golly, nice fish. Whoa, jokers are for real. I might have 2 on there. Look at this nice fish. Nice fish. You gotta be careful with these suckers because they will jerk the hook right up into you. Nice fish. Awesome, man. What a nice fish. Yeah. Make one cast up into that wood. Got it. This is the lure right here, boys. Is that an arowana? No. Look at this. This is another type of really cool fish. The last time that I was here, this is what I actually caught my arowana on, was one of these. Look at that. Later in this trip, we're gonna be fishing for these, and they're gonna be called Haimara. Beautiful fish. I'm trying not to get hung in that. Got him. There you go. Come here, little buddy. He just got jackhammered. Oh, here he goes. Got him. Yes. Arowana, baby. Are you kidding me? Oh, man. Dadgummit.
My mother can catch that.
He said his mother can catch that.
I know, I heard him. I'm feeling really bad. Thus far, his grandmother and his mother about fished me. I see the rock right there. Look at him under it.
Yeah, no, he's under it.
That's a nice fish. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. I want to show you guys something.
Arowana. Arowana.
There you go, Us. Dude, that fish is going for it. What do you get him on?
I don't know. I forget.
Caught it.
It's like fighting an eel, kind of. Like he's all one muscle. I want to picture this thing. That's actually a nice fish.
Yeah.
Dang. He's bigger than I thought he was. Wow. Is he hooked good or no? Barely? He's barely hooked, huh? I want a picture with him.
Look at that. Beautiful fish.
That is an awesome looking fish.
Let me see his face. See his face there? See the little whiskers? He
Yeah.
caught lures at night. He actually sticks them out of the water and catches bats and birds and all kinds of stuff.
Really?
There's another arowana. Nice one. Oh my gosh. Look at that, y'all. Arowana. They caught a lure using these little whiskers up front. They come up, they whack it with their tail, and they eat it with that big old giant mouth. That's what I'm talking about. We're in Guyana, land of many waters, land of giants, land of wonderful people. That's Roven. He's a friend of mine, and he's an amazing fisherman. Ooh, that's a nice one. Oh, freaking. You want to take your lure, throw it right up in there and just walk it. Got him. So much fun, you guys. Whoa. He didn't think it was too funny. He threw my lure back at me. Watch right at the end of that tree. Watch this.
Huh?
Oh, that might be my biggest one of the trail.
That's huge.
Eat this one? Okay. We were just cruising down the trail here and we noticed this Iowa tree. Anytime you're in the jungle, you look for this. This is the gum or the sap of the Iowa tree. All you do is you just break it off just like that. And that is an instant fire starter. When you smell of it, it has a pungent, sappy odor. And it kind of is sticky, not real hard, but gooey enough to hold together. We'll use this to start a fire at camp later.
So when we are going on expeditions in the mountain, we always take this just in case, because you never know.
Yeah, because you never know. Even if it gets wet, it'll still light. Yeah, we're not at a camp in the middle of Guyana right now. We're back at my house. By the time we made it to camp, the boys had already cleaned the fish and got everything set up, but it was too cool not to show you and Arya. They would cut right there, and then they would take their knife, cut right down the backbone just like this.
Dad, is that how you normally cook fish?
Kind of, but they did something very special. So they cut into the back, into the rib cage, because everything gets used. Just like that. Just like that. They would take a knife, put it right on the head. Just like this. Then you make a couple little thin slices there. Roll this over. And then they will score this. Just like that. Now, this is where the magic happens. That's the whole fish completely cleaned. Then they take a log, they go out in the forest and they cut a log down using their machete, and they split the log.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know what I'm talking about? So when we were in Guyana, they would take the whole fish that is cleaned like this, and then they take a pole, like a branch from the forest, and split it. Then they would open that split up, and they would take the fish and stick it in there. So then they could use that as like a fork and hold the whole fish on the fire. That is what the peacock bass looks like. In Guyana, they refer to this as a lukanani. Now, let's go eat.
Lukanani.
This fire is burning so hot, it's hard to even stand here. But the boys, they just came up here. They put a black piranha on it. Hardcore fish, man. Look at that. It's amazing how well that works. Wow. It's amazing how moist and juicy they are. The stick holds the fish in place and allows you to turn it without burning your hands. But the bone structure, the backbone, keeps the fish together so it doesn't like just fall apart. I'm really interested to taste this. I mean, talk about no waste. Look how nice and crispy the skin is. All the meat. So nice. It smells so good. This is awesome. Look at that. Look how nice this meat is. That meat peels right off the bone. Oh my God. Warm?
No, warm.
Oh my gosh. It just doesn't get any fresher than that. We caught it, we cleaned it, we cooked it. Now we're gonna enjoy it. Peacock bass caught on the Rewa River in the middle of the Guyanese jungle. So we're gonna sit here and eat lunch. relax for a little bit, and then we're heading back out chasing arapaima. This is a fisherman's dream. Oh, here he comes. Oh my God, that's a big one, dude. Here he comes. Are you kidding me?